guy to host Season 6, Notre Dame football from the Jersey Shore. My name's Scott Mencken. I'll be your host, and always. Sit down, strap in, let's get this party going. All right, couple things to start out the premier edition of the 2019 Jersey Shore Notre Dame Review. I want to start with Brandon Wimbush. I've developed a relationship with the family, and I'm rooting for him down at UCF. Class guy, great character, certainly a man of distinction, and on to great things. Secondly, couple of big injuries, not good news. Cole Kmet. You know, he went from the pitcher's mound to the football gridiron. I knew that was tough. And the collarbone injury to both him and Michael Young. I was really looking forward to what Michael could accomplish this upcoming season. But you know what? God's will, get healthy, and we'll see you back on the field. The Clemson schedule! Guys, I got it right here. This is what it's worth, a little scrap piece of paper. Imagine the Fighting Irish playing this schedule. And let me apologize, first of all. The impromptu, I know, and the chair squeaking. I had to bring you the schedule. I got to bring you the update. We'll have a better set next time. Clemson. They beat, I think, some sort of gym team the other day. Texas A&M. Tough game. Tough game. Syracuse. Charlotte. Nice town to visit. Do they have a football team? North Carolina. Well, while we're in town, let's play another team. Florida State. You saw what happened today with Boise State. Louisville. Irish are going to tell you how good Louisville is. We'll recap that game in a moment. Boston College. A.J. Dillon. Wolford. Hey, I'm going to give you a globe. Tell me where Wolford is. You know where it is? North Carolina. Here's part of the problem. These SEC teams, they get on buses, not planes. Last year, Notre Dame. Go to Yankee Stadium. Go to the West Coast. Going back, please. I didn't set this up. North Carolina State. Why don't we just get a Motel 6, get the team a fleet of rooms, and send them up in North Carolina? Where is Clemson? It's in South Carolina? About to travel, huh? You can take Uber! Then they play This gets work. Wake's in North Carolina, Wake Forest. And they play South Carolina. So basically the Clemson team will be traveling via Uber and Lyft. Let's move along. I want to get to my sponsor. You know, every year I try to bring you a good sponsor. And a squeaky chair. I like to eat. I'm a foodie. This year's sponsor is Extend the Spoon, Extend the Fork. Hey, I like those mashed potatoes. I'm getting a scoop. Piece of your steak? Don't mind if I do. I whip these out, I'm going to be honest with you. I take them out for Thanksgiving. They come in handy then. All right? Let's look through the schedule. I'm going to move closer. Louisville. Louisville was 2-10 last year. Scott Satterfield, new coach. Appalachian State. You know, they had Penn State on the ropes. They played Georgia tough the year before. I could swear in my memory bank, and I have a good memory but short, didn't they play Michigan tight? I see the Irish, and you know what? They've got a quarterback who's a four-star recruit, expecting a lot of things. They can't run. They can't stop the run. Irish 54-9. I'm going to walk through every game up until the break, okay? Meaning the break. New Mexico. Why is there not an Old Mexico? You would think there would be. Anyway, Bob Davie. Under a lot of pressure, sparse crowds at New Mexico. What do they expect? Okay, is this a metropolis, New Mexico? Albuquerque? Anyway, Bob Davie under a lot of pressure. I think they get $1.2 million for the game, though. That takes a little pressure off when you bring the check to the president of the school. Irish, big win, 45-3. I don't see how New Mexico scores. I don't know how old Mexico. I don't know what happened to it. But 45-3, we'll leave it at that. Let's move along. Yeah, we like to. We're having technical difficulties. Here we go. Georgia. Oh my God, I got Georgia on my mind. Tone setter for the season. They lost 3 of their coordinators. Can't find them. No. One of them went on to be the coach of Colorado. 2 of them went somewhere else. Hey, if I lose 3 coordinators, I'm nervous. Because I only have 2. Georgia allowed the Texas quarterback to run for a season record 21 times last year in that bowl game that they lost. Second observation, vulnerable to the screen. Sebo Flemster, we've got some screen pass people, okay? So Irish have always been big on the running back and tight end screen. What else have I got? I think they're going to have trouble with the secondary, so we're going to go outside and hold on a second. I'm just saying this. Their sack leader, 2 sacks. Ian, don't feel threatened whatsoever. And their number 1 returning wide receiver had 24 catches. I've got a friend that's a fisherman that has more than that. Notre Dame 26-20. Game that scares me. I flip-flopped on this game, and I don't flip-flop, except for in the summer. Virginia, an 8-5 team, Bronco Mendenhall, doing a great job. I'm nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Here's what I see. I don't like that their kicker and their punter are the same guy. That's a lot of pressure. It doesn't happen often. Bryce Perkins, 25 TDs last year. The kid can pass. Notre Dame had the Will Fuller catch to beat Virginia last time. Thank goodness this game is at home. And thank goodness Bryce Perkins was their number 1 runner, returning with 211 yards. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. One thing I've learned about the Irish is if you can't run against us, you can't beat us. I'm going to flip my flop and flop my flip. Irish, 27-23. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a letdown game. Bowling Green. You know, even as a kid, bear with me a second here, we've had, again, technical difficulties. I need an assistant. Bowling Green, a 3:30 game, p.m. Better than the a.m. game. We get back on track. Is BVG? Oh my goodness. Brian Bergorner. BVG is their defensive coordinator. We'll try to keep it under 100. They get $1.2 million also. 55-10. I'm gracious with the 10. And here's where we wrap things up, folks. And I know my friends are asking, what about the Bullhorn Player of the Week? I can't find the Bullhorn. I'm going to be honest with you. I think my kids have it. I'm going to get it back. USC. I'm not even worried. Shame on Amon Ra St. Brown for not following in his brother's footsteps. Go play for USC. They're in a terrible, terrible, terrible time. Everyone knows that coach is a tick, 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 on a ticking clock, if you will. We're going to whip the Trojans' butt, 34-10. They don't have Anthony Davis. OJ's still in trouble. Hey, this is the first 2019 update. Jersey Shore, Notre Dame football, go Irish.